Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, back with another ranking vid. Now, I'm going to try and do another type of ranking, and it will be on Muppet movies. Now, since I was a kid, I grew up watching the Muppets. I've watched the Muppet Show and reruns. I've seen lots of their movies, and I've watched Muppet Babies as a kid, although I've only seen the first 2 episodes of the new series, but I do know I think it's kind of a little more toned down a bit from the original, I do believe, but that's not what I'm actually going to talk about. Anyway, I'm going to mention 10 movies. Now, one that might not feature the actual Muppets, though, you know, Kermit the Frog and the others. So, one different type of movie that was done by the late great Jim Henson will be shown on this. So I actually would consider this a Muppet movie. The only Muppet movies that have Muppets that won't be included will be made-for-TV movies, also The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland, and The Happy Timers, which, believe me, stay away from that movie. That movie sucks big time. I'm serious. That was like the worst Melissa McCarthy movie I've ever seen. But enough said. Here we go. Number 10 is Muppet Treasure Island from 1996, I believe. Anyway, it's a take on Robert Louis Stevenson's classic Treasure Island. You probably know the story. We do get to see Tim Curry in a performance of Long John Silver, but this is the one Muppet movie I've seen lesser times than any other. Aside from maybe one that's going to come up in a little bit. This movie does have some fun moments, though, but I haven't watched it in I don't know how long. It's kind of one of my least favorite Muppet movies, but that's just my opinion. Next, at number 9, is Muppets from Space from 1999. Now, this movie is fun, though, but I did have some negatives, though, about our character going to the bathroom and what have you. Come on here, people. What in the con-blooming world were they thinking? Although I did like Gonzo saying that he's, seeing a vision of possibly seeing his own kind, learning that he's from outer space and soon gets to meet his own kind. Yeah. Jeffrey Tambor plays the bad guy really good. It was good seeing Hulk Hogan in a cameo appearance. Yeah, really cool. Oh yeah, Andy McDowell as news reporter Miss Piggy would take over, and believe me, she gives her a real beating and when she actually shows up. Really funny. But Muppets from Space is alright though. Next up at number 8, this is kind of an underrated gem. This is kind of a non-type of, movie with the actual Muppets we know and love, but it's a film Jim Henson and Frank Oz, original voice of Miss Piggy and Fozzie Bear and several others did, and that's The Dark Crystal from 1982. I've only seen this maybe once or twice, but I still think this is an underrated movie. It's about these creatures called a Gelfling. She joins another one who can speak to animals to help save her world from these wizard-like creatures or something like that. I can't remember too much. It's been a long time since I've seen that, and I heard they're planning on doing a prequel to this, which will be coming to Netflix later in the year. I hope to see that. But anyway, next at number 7 is, and I'm sorry this is low here, The Muppets Take Manhattan from 1984. Now, I will say I do love this some. I have some respect for this. I mean, we got to have special cameos by Joan Rivers, and whom we lost a few years back, and, I didn't even know this was her, Linda Lavin, who was currently doing Alice at the time, the TV show, which you ought to check it out. It's one of my favorite classic shows. Excuse me. And Liza Minnelli makes a cameo in this. We also get introduced to Rizzo and the Rats for the first time. Yeah, Rizzo makes his first appearance. Oh yeah, we can see Dabney Coleman make a cameo in this. Oh, believe me, I really do think it's good. I mean, they trying to get their musical Manhattan melodies on Broadway and have so much fun, they just go their separate ways. Well, oh yeah, and of course this was what inspired Muppet Babies to come out later that same year. I'll possibly talk about that sometime in my brand new Saturday morning TV logs series. But it's good though. Next, number 6, probably the last theatrical Muppet movie we saw, and that was Muppets Most Wanted from, let's see, I think it was 2013 or 2014. Don't get me wrong, I really did love this one, although I've only seen it one time, but I actually love this as much as the first one, which you'll see in just a moment, where it is in just a moment. Yeah, because it's one step ahead of it. Sorry I kind of let y'all in on this. But anyway, we had some pretty good special appearances. Tina Fey as the prison guard. Let's see, Ricky Gervais as the partner to that Kermit look-alike. Yeah, who I really did enjoy that character. That was probably a memorable villain. May not be the best one, because the Muppet movies sure did have some cooler villains. Don't get me wrong. But Muppets Most Wanted is great. It even has a new version of Hey, It's a Movie, which is the main theme from another movie, which will be coming up later on. But I do love Muppets Most Wanted. Now, of course, right ahead of it is the movie that really brought back onto scene. That's The Muppets from 2011. Yeah, and they're going up against an oil tycoon played by Chris Cooper. And believe me, he's trying to tear down the old Muppet Theater. But we do have guest appearances from lots of celebrities. Amy Adams is in this. I liked her. I forgot the guy's name, but I do like him, and well, his brother, that's who happens to be a Muppet, wants to be a Muppet. Sorry, the name slipped my mind. I apologize, everyone. But the Muppets proved to be a big redemption for him. I do love it, actually. It's really good. Next, at number 4 is The Muppet Christmas Carol from 1993, I believe it was. Or it could be 92. But anyway, that's one of my absolute favorite holiday flicks there in my book, which I'll be doing my Christmas movie rankings later this year. We're going to be a ways from doing that, though. But this is on the list. It's the Muppets doing their version of Charles Dickens' Great Holiday Story. The Great Gonzo, of course, is playing Charles Dickens, along with Rizzo as just himself. And they tell the story about the world's most greediest man, Ebenezer Scrooge, who is actually played by Sir Michael Caine, one of his best roles I've seen him in. Even though I have seen him in other movies like Miss Congeniality and Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, and some of his earlier work like The Italian Job, the original, or heck, even The Swarm, that's a movie he really regret doing. But I'm not going to bring that much of what for, okay? But anyway, it was great seeing that movie. The Muppet Christmas Carol is great. I love it. Next, at number 3 is Sesame Street Presents Follow That Bird from 1985. Although it's been seen on TV a few times, it's been up too early for me. But I really loved this movie. I remember going to the movies to seeing this as a kid. This was probably only one or two movies I can remember going to see in the theater. That and The Black Cauldron, which that's easily one of the most underrated Disney animated features in my book. Yeah, I'm saying their name. I guess it's okay to say them as long as I don't show no clips or anything like that. Okay? But anyway, this was produced by the Warners, though, but I loved this movie. It had great cameos. Waylon Jennings was in Sandra Bernard, John Candy. We had Dave Thomas and Joe Flaherty, who were big stars on SCTV at the time. They played the villains. Sam and Sid Sleaze, who kidnapped Big Bird and turned him into the Bluebird of Happiness. Yeah. But this is a great movie. If you've never seen this movie, if you're an old school Sesame Street fanatic, you gotta check it out. You won't be disappointed much. No, I'm just kidding. Coming at number 2 is The Great Muppet Caper from 1981. Now, I loved this movie. I remembered seeing this as a kid. It's great. I mean, we get to see Kermit, Fozzie, and Gonzo head for England, where Kermit's supposed to interview Lady Holiday, played by Diana Rigg, who was originally the host of PBS's Mystery at the time before it got absorbed into Masterpiece, into the Masterpiece Theater family, which is just now Masterpiece, okay? Well, we soon get to the real shock when, well, she accuses Miss Piggy of stealing her jewels, and she's taken to the slammer, and we see the culprit's really her brother, played by Charles Grodin, and his name's Nicky, and believe me, he's a good villain. They really get to take him out, and Piggy takes out her female cohorts. Yeah. And of course, we got the song Hey, It's a Movie, but there's also other good tunes. I love them. And the movie as well. Although it's been years since I last saw this. Next, number 1 is, you guessed it, the one that started it all, the Muppet movie from 1979. I'll be doing a review of this next month, as next month will mark the film's 40th anniversary. Yeah, we get to see how the Muppets really got started in a way. Kermit meets an agent, played by Dom DeLuise. He's one of the main celebs we get to see. We also get to see, let's see, Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, let's see, Orson Welles, Elliot Gould, Milton Berle, Charlie McCarthy, and, well, one of his well-known puppets which Mr. McCarthy unfortunately died just a few weeks after he filmed his performance, his little scene in that. But anyway, the music's so memorable. I love the music. It was done by, well, co-written by Paul Williams, who actually also has a cameo in the movie. Oh yeah, there's some other cameos. Let's see, Telly Savalas, Madeline Kahn, James Coburn, and of course we have Charles Durning, played the villain of the movie, Doc Hopper, Austin Pendleton, who played his assistant Max. Yeah, but still, like I said, all the music is very memorable, excuse me. Most notably, the Rainbow Connection, which I have loved that song since I sung it in school. I mean, my music teacher gave me the words to it, and I learned it so well. And when I soon saw this movie for the first time in the late 80s when it came to video, I got to see it, and that's when I found out this song was from that movie. Well, Rainbow Connection certainly holds a special place inside me. I haven't sung it in so many years, but I absolutely love this song. And I think if you've not seen the Muppet movie yet, I'd recommend you check it out. This is one where you will not be disappointed. Okay? What did you think of this here list? What's your favorite Muppet movie? Please feel free to let me know in the comments section. Also, like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to get closer and closer to 100. I'm just about 6 more subscribers away, because my Q&A is just about a few more days away. However, after my next video, so I will be taking a break so I can relax my voice for a while. Don't mind me mentioning that. But anyway, until next time, I'm the Big D saying thank you for watching, and see ya.